Hello everyone, I am Olivia, and today I'm here to show you my little I Want to Be the Guy Geometry Dash engine. Um, this is something I made like yesterday, or like I made over the past maybe month or two, or really just a month, and I published yesterday. And it's free to modify as you please, and today I'm here to show you how to do that, what the best habits are, and so on. So here's what it looks like in the editor. The levels over here, of course. You don't really need to worry about anything that's to the left of the beginning line. That's all just technical stuff. You can modify it if you want things to behave differently, but everything is either in the game space or down here. Like the assets, some attributes you can change either at the start of the level by just speaking these numbers, or by changing them with time or pickup triggers whenever you want. The assets you can just go to layer 1 and then move them around if you have link controls on. It's very convenient. But the relevant gameplay aspects of them are on layer 0 that are controlled by these collision blocks, so keep that in mind, I guess. So, the main thing I want you to worry about when like making your own features for this is that the player and everything, like the player and the camera and the bullets, they all move at 50 TPS. So not 60, not 240, they move at 50, which looks a little weird depending on your refresh rate. But it's important to make it control perfectly like I want to be the guy. So this is important to keep in mind, because if you just make objects move with a move trigger, you might get some weird, like, Spider-Verse effect, which it looks cool, but you don't want to do it on accident, where one aspect of the game is moving at 240 TPS, and then like the player is moving at 50, and like the player looks considerably choppier in motion. So when you want things to move, the only thing I ask of you is that you do... Oh wait, that's wrong. That's the wrong sequence trigger, my bad. The only thing I ask of you is that you go to this sequence trigger, and then you see that step 2 is 10. So things should update on when... Jesus Christ. The group 10 is being triggered whenever the visuals should change. So if I want to make this block move down, I will give it a group, and then move group 267 down by half a block when it is spawned by the group 10. So that will cause it to update visually at the same rate and at the same time as the player, without causing any weird artifacts where parts of the level update at different points. And if you want to move the camera around, it should do that automatically. You can of course change it, but you can reset the camera with this static trigger to what it is by default. And what it is it works on a grid. So when you leave the camera, it'll go in that direction. And the grid is centered on this camera start object, so if I move this to the right, you'll see it looks kind of weird. And the player starts obviously very intuitive. It's just on layer 0, you drag it around, and the player will start there. I wouldn't recommend copy-pasting either of these. It might create some weird issues, so just have one of them in existence at once. And that's about everything you need to know to really make a basic level. You can of course mod it if you want. If you want to add like a custom kind of block or a boss you shoot, then I recommend copying these triggers over and then setting the block BID to like the collision ID of your boss, so that they will block bullets and the bullet will be overlapping with your boss for exactly one I want to be the guy frame, so that'll give it the opportunity to check for collisions with them. And that's how bullet blockers work. They're on that list, and they do literally nothing else, so they're invisible, and when they're shot, they make the bullet disappear. It's very convenient, so that's how you make things that block bullets. If you want your level to be bottable, you can delete this event trigger right here, as it says right there. And what this will do it'll change saves such that they stop working exactly like I want to be the guy, where whenever you respawn, your motion is reset. So if I hit this as I'm falling, wait, no, that. You see, if I hit this as I'm falling, I'm going down really fast. This doesn't happen normally, but it's important if you want your level to work properly when someone's botting it. So there's also a few bugs that come with it, so I really only recommend this if you're the person botting. I don't recommend packaging your level to not have that event trigger. But that's about it. If you're worried about issues with botting, that should fix them. And of course, these are the extra credits. I wouldn't feel comfortable not showing them. And yeah, thank you for watching.